Hey guys, it's Dan and James from Squid Gaming,
Hey guys.
and we are doing a pretty big video here on like an end of year discussion on the games of 2011 and what we're looking forward to in 2012. Um, just quickly to explain why we haven't been making any videos recently. James, you've been playing Skyrim a lot.
Yeah, I've been in Skyrim. Took a holiday.
Yeah, and he's actually going again for Christmas. So yeah, we've been playing a lot of games recently. We've decided that we want a few more guys on the team to help us make some more videos, and also we've sort of had some goals recently on trying to complete as many games as possible. Um, we're going to carry that on to next year as well. Um, so we're going away. Well, I'm going away, and a couple of the other guys are going away as well.
And
So
I'm
we
going to
won't be
Skyrim.
making. Yeah, James is going to Skyrim again, which is cool. Uh, we'll be back on the next video. Will be on the 8th of January. So sorry about that, but I hope you guys have a good Christmas. Anyway, we're gonna have the discussion with two of the guys that are going to be helping us with making videos on the channel next year. So we have Callum.
Hey guys, how are you?
Good, good. Fraser.
Hi.
Sup. Right, so pretty much we're just going to go through a few games, well, not a few, but some of the games that we really liked or we have an opinion on that came out this year, and then discuss what we are looking forward to next year. So, just to start off, like, the beginning of the year, guys, like, were you just sort of like, were you really sort of like pumped? Were you in like a really gaming mood? Because the beginning of the year is sort of like, I don't know, you're still on holiday and stuff, so it's like, I don't know, it's like pile of shame. You're trying to complete as many games as possible. So, um,
Yeah, I suppose at the end of 2010, like that was such like an awesome year with the wicked ass games coming out like right at the end there, especially with like Assassin's Creed 2, and that was last year, right? Or was that 2009?
Assassin's Creed Brotherhood came out last year.
God, I'm like a year behind already. I don't know what. Anyway,
What
yeah.
year is it
But I know
out?
last year was good. It's 1864 compact
Good
to the
job.
west. But last year was a really was awesome year for gaming. So I'm actually really interested to then read out all the list, like remember all the games that came out this year.
Yeah, it's always good to go through like the list because like I'm actually trying to think now. Yeah, this is actually the year. God, it feels actually ages ago where I made a decision to buy every game that came out. So, actually,
How'd
no,
that
wait,
work
no,
out,
that was
boys?
last year. No, that was last year.
It,
Dang it, wait, no, wait, that was this year. No, wait, the fuck?
that was like when did wait,
No.
When did Dark Side
No.
come out?
I
Ah,
can't even remember.
no, don't worry, guys. I have a list here. Just letting you guys, the viewers, know that I have a list here of all the games that came out this year. I'm not just a computerized person in the brain. I do have a list here, and it says Mass Effect 2, and I'm like, wait a minute. Mass Effect 2 was one of the games, like at the beginning of one of the years, which I was going to buy every game. But then Dead Space 2 wasn't one of those games. So that's the DLC. Just doesn't mention it. Anyways, uh, so one of the first games that came out, which I got, and I know one of the other guys that we play with got, was Dead Space 2. Did you guys ever play the first one?
I played it when Dead
Um,
Space 2 came out. To get
I
me.
I
didn't.
watched you play it for a little bit. I watched James play it when he was.
I borrowed it off a mate, and I didn't really the first one. I didn't really get much into it. I know everyone was saying, "Oh, scary games." I really like immersive in that. I didn't really play much of it at all. To be honest.
Well, that was like the first one I didn't complete for a while because I actually found it incredibly scary. I was really uncomfortable playing it, but then I eventually did finish it. But I still haven't finished Dead Space 2 because I'm
Haven't you?
no, I haven't.
I
I got the collector's edition and everything, and I tell you what, I think I'm only up to chapter 2. I really did not touch it.
Serious?
Yeah, I'm serious. I didn't really touch it. And there's
Like you're
another
always
game, yeah.
thinking of what's his face about it.
Sorry?
I just sort of assumed that you'd like
On
finished it like ages ago.
Dead Space 2.
Yeah.
No.
apparently not.
I finished the first
Oh,
one, but I haven't finished the
no,
second one.
yeah, it's probably the first one you've got.
Yeah. Next game was Magica. And that actually feels like not that long ago when we bought that game, but it was actually January the 25th that came out.
I don't think we bought it on the day it came out. We did buy it shortly after release.
I think I
Yeah.
bought it on the day it came out.
Yeah, I think you did.
Do they have an older version of Magica?
No.
Well, like an original.
Yeah.
No, I don't think they do.
It feels like it came out ages ago, but I only
Oh no,
played it
sorry,
recently.
I'm thinking of Majesty.
Majesty,
The
Majesty,
same,
yeah.
the same letters.
Yeah.
Same letters,
Exactly
except for
the
a
same
few of them.
letters, yeah.
Yeah, except for the majority of the word. But that's
Besides the point.
We've actually been sort of. This is one of the games on like our pile of shame. Like we keep coming back to it. Keep trying to play multiplayer. Me, Fraser, and James.
We always end up just killing each other and not
Yeah,
actually playing it properly.
it's pretty difficult. I mean, some games really nail the cooperative sort of game, but when you can kill each other as fun as you can kill each other in this
In
game,
like 100 different ways.
yeah, it's pretty
What
difficult to
sort of
concentrate.
game is
So, sorry,
what sort of game is it? Sorry.
it's what sort of genre? It's an action adventure,
Like
but
top
you're
down and you like make spells by pressing the different keys.
yeah, you have different
okay.
sort of abilities. So you have like water, ice, like different elements, and
You
they're in your
combine them together.
Q, W, E, R, A, S, D, F keys, and when you press, like, say, for instance, E and then D, you combine whatever elements they are, and then you can right-click or do, like, and there's lots of different combinations and stuff, which is why the game is actually really unique, and it's cheap. Well, how much is it now? Like,
My personal favorite is the healing fire. Just 3 heal, 2 fire, and then just light them on fire but heal them at the same time. It's fun.
yeah, and there's lots of
Wow.
DLC for it as well at the moment, so,
So painfully soothing at the same time.
Yeah. Also the mines, which when you stand on them blow you off the map, but they heal you. Those
So
are
you
also
usually die from them, but you're at full life.
no, they heal you, but you die from the fall of being blown into the air.
Yeah.
That's not my fault. Gravity wasn't there; it
That's
would have worked
cool.
fine.
That sounds
Gravity wasn't there, you would have like flown off the planet and like.
True. Possibly not the best idea.
The next game that sort of came out was I'm just trying to look for Crisis 2 here. Actually, I think that came out in
Say Bulletstorm
March.
being the next one.
It was yeah, I'd say Bulletstorm. And
Storm.
did you guys play Bulletstorm?
No.
What about
Did you guys play Bulletstorm? You didn't.
I don't think.
I played the first
I don't
mission,
think
got
I
bored.
can't
I don't
think
think
of
Dan
the cover. Oh, there it is.
Remember.
Yeah, Dan, didn't you play it through twice?
Yes. Oh yes, Fraser.
Okay.
You were actually right next to me when I bought the game, and you were right next to me when I finished it because I didn't get up. I finished it. What was it? 8 hours on the 8 hours straight, and
Wow.
yeah, and I haven't touched it since. It's a brilliant game. It's fantastic. Like it's so fun. And you know the only reason why I bought it was because at the time Gears of War 3 is made by Epic Games, creators of Gears of War 3. They said that if you buy Bulletstorm, you get access to the beta for Gears of War 3. And at the time, that was the only way to get access to the beta. And so I bought it. And then afterwards, they said, "Oh wait, actually nah, everyone can have it." And so I was like,
Really?
"Oh, fantastic!"
You get it like a.
I got it a week earlier. Apparently, I didn't actually read that until like afterwards. So I started playing it when everyone. I played one game of Gears of War 3 beta. I thought I fucking hate it. Like it's
Wow.
I played a lot of Gears of War 2, like a lot, and I just didn't see like I'm not saying it's a bad game. It's just I much preferred something like Bulletstorm. Bulletstorm was like a first-person Gears of War. You could really tell it's made by the same people, and I thought it was really good. So. Actually, in the end, I feel like I bought Bulletstorm because of the game, not because of the beta. So, like, yeah, it's actually a bit weird that, like, having the intention to play Gears of War 3 just for this game, I ended up
guess it's good
liking the
marketing.
game better. Yeah, definitely. It's fucking.
Even if it is lying to you.
Yeah. They obviously had that in mind, but anyway. Killzone 3 then came out. Wait, Killzone 3?
I'd like to say something about Bulletstorm. Something I noticed while you were playing through it. Towards the end of the campaign, it seemed to lack like a lot of the polish that it had throughout the rest of the game. Which
Like they sort of rushed the finish.
yeah, a lot of the textures went kind of weird towards the end. It might just be because you played it for 8 hours straight.
Yeah, it was a
Xbox
bit,
sort of caught on fire.
Was this on
Yeah.
Xbox or?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was on the
on
Xbox
360.
360, yeah.
Okay, that's a bit weird.
Yeah, I see what you mean, and also it was also the repetitive gameplay as well. I mean, it was
Yeah.
bound to get like that. I mean, they did as much as they could, but yeah, I see what you're saying. Like it, but I do feel that they had that in mind. I do feel like this was more of like a
Just one off.
yeah, it wasn't really meant to go towards anything. It was a very sort of Gears of War 3 sort of thing. So like I think it was a really good game with that in mind. Like the graphics were actually really good. Some of the like the level with the wheel
Yeah.
that was amazing. Like you walk out and you see this like beautiful, and like the art style is more
Yeah.
like sort of like a Borderlandsy, but like I'd say with more sort of
Yeah, I was
Borderlands
just looking
felt
at the
sort of
cover.
more harsh.
Looks a bit
Yeah.
like what's that?
rage.
No. You know that game that you buy the demo and you don't need to even buy the full game? The Just Cause. It looks a bit just. Or
Yeah, actually,
is
Eh,
that just me?
mm,
You know what I mean? Just
see
sort of
that.
like half cartoony, half sort of.
yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, maybe not
Yeah.
because Borderlands is to the extreme of that art style. Like it's actually very easy
Yeah.
to make a game
Yeah.
in that sort of
Halfway
way.
between the
No
two.
doubt.
Apparently, Killzone 3 came out this year, which
We don't play PS3 very much.
I don't remember
Yeah, I was about to
Killzone
say,
3.
does
I thought
anyone here actually
Killzone.
own a PS3?
Yeah, no, no,
I
no.
know
I'm
someone
pretty sure
who does.
Killzone 4 is supposed
Yeah.
to be coming out on Xbox.
Really.
Apparently.
Wait,
Mm.
Killzone.
And Metal Gear
Killzone
Solid.
I'm
3
pretty
is
sure
like-
Killzone. I'm pretty sure most of or all of the Killzone series is PlayStation exclusive, is it not?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, and Metal Gear Solid PS3 exclusive as well, but Metal Gear Solid Rising is for the 360 as well. So like, that's a bit weird. I don't know why they're
And
doing that.
and you can get Metal Gear Solid 4 for the Wii.
You have for PSP
No, not
as well.
Wii.
I think.
Yeah, you can get
3DS,
PSP,
sorry.
but it's Sony here.
Oh, yeah, true.
What else? Rift came out in March, and
Really?
did you? Yeah,
March
did you?
1st.
I don't
I
think.
didn't get it because I was too busy playing Cataclysm this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it was the
We
best
were
timing for that
playing-
game to come out.
We were
Oh, the
playing.
Rift.
Yeah.
Oh, I was just like Rift and like clicked on the game like, oh, that's like the massive MMO that everyone ditches WoW to play.
But then,
Is it free?
Oh no, nobody ditched WoW to play it actually. Like ditched it for a little bit and then came back because they realized it's
It is
basically
good,
a WoW
though.
clone. I played the trial for it, the like 10-day free trial. It was so much like WoW.
Is there like a subscription or like a one-time
Yeah,
payment?
yeah,
or-
there is a subscription.
Although the subscription changes though, because it's a lot cheaper, so it's not like you have to go 2 months and stuff. Like you can have like a certain plan, so you can go like I'd like to
Yeah.
pay for a whole year, and it gives you a good deal for it.
Oh, that's good.
It's a lot cheaper. Like I think you can get like 40 a year for $40 or something, or
Well,
something
WoW's
like
done
that.
now as well. With
I think it
Diablo
also was
3 beta.
Yeah,
it was bad timing because this was the year of like the free MMO. A lot
Pretty
of
much.
MMOs
Well,
came
like
free
the
this year.
free multiplayer games in general.
Yeah, even
Yeah.
WoW became free up to level 20.
yeah.
Like
Which
infinite
I'm
time.
Really?
not gonna. I'm not. It didn't come out this year, but League of Legends gained a lot of popularity this year.
Yeah, hit 32 million players.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
actually something to mention. Yeah.
I don't like
Which
League of
like
Legends.
helps. That's why WoW has like no players now. They're all playing League of Legends, including me.
If people don't know what League of Legends is, Fraser.
It's a MOBA game developed by Riot Games, and
Inspired by
Right.
Dota, if
Inspired by
anyone.
Dota. Yeah,
played.
basically the entire MOBA franchise is inspired by Dota, which was
That's our Defense of
inspired
the
by
80s.
Aeon of Strife from StarCraft. Dota is like this map from Warcraft 3, and it was very popular and
Very popular.
yeah, and very competitive as well.
Yeah. Wait a minute.
Sequel that no one
Oh,
has
that was
played.
DLC.
And Dota 2 is coming out as well, which
Yeah.
That's
Basically,
something
yeah,
we'll talk about later. Just
Yeah.
things we're looking forward to next year.
Dragon Age 2.
Dragon Age
Pokemon.
2.
Pretty
Fuck
shit.
Dragon Age 2 up
Pokemon
the
Black
arse.
and White. Fraser, didn't you play the crap out
Yes,
of
true.
I didn't play the crap out of them like I played other Pokemon games. I played.
Didn't you?
I
Didn't you buy
put a
that?
fair amount of time in them. I put a fair amount of time in them. I pre-ordered them from Japan, so I
Yeah,
got
that's
them
fair.
like a year early compared to like.
So this actually came out 2010 for you.
Yeah, I played in 2010.
Okay,
I
we can't talk
finished
about
the game
it.
in Japanese.
Next game.
I finished the game in Japanese, and I thought it was pretty good. Even like.
Even if it was in
Pokemon
Japanese.
Pokemon games you
You
don't
speak
really.
Japanese, don't
Yeah,
you?
yeah, we all speak Japanese here. What are you talking about?
Oh,
we-
Genki desu ka?
We're incredibly, yeah, yeah. Nah, don't. Alright,
Yeah, as long as you can like understand it, Pokemon's like always a good game.
so it
Just
wasn't really a
fun,
letdown,
right?
and it wasn't really like a.
You know,
Hmm?
you're right.
So it wasn't really a letdown. It was just, it
It
wasn't really
wasn't a
a.
letdown. I guess I'm just kind of like growing out of it. As much as I say about Pokemon, I am like, it doesn't appeal to me as much anymore.
But
Yeah, I
if you
get
were
that.
younger, it would have been just the same fun. And
Yeah.
yeah, I get what you're
You know
saying.
that
Assassin's Creed
Pokemon
Brotherhood came out for PC.
actually means pocket monsters.
Oh, is that what it means by that? It came out for
Pokemon.
PC.
Yeah,
Oh, I thought that was a DLC. That must be what Mass Effect 2 is then, because it didn't actually say DLC. Must be Mass Effect 2 came out for
I don't know.
PC.
Yeah,
Oh
for
no,
those that don't
PS3.
realize, we are reading off
Wait a
a
minute.
Wikipedia list.
Wait a minute, Mass Effect 2 came out on the PS3?
Let's just not leave it. I don't know what's
For
happening.
earlier this year. Anyways,
Where are we at? What date?
we're up to Dragon Age 2 on the 8th of March, and just that was such a
I
Wasn't-
didn't
letdown.
play it.
Wasn't
I had
a good
sibling
sequel.
It was not.
Dragon
We
Age
bought
1
it
was
that,
very
the
good.
Xbox, and it wasn't. I didn't. I played the first one. I didn't even really get into the first one. The second one was just. Great.
I just don't
Point
think it's a
click.
good decision to force a player to have a name in an RPG. That just from the start, it just ruins it.
I know, man. Like
Yeah.
names,
Especially a shit name.
What
What's
was
his
the
name
name?
again? I know,
Probably-
but it's like an old man name.
Oh,
Even if you're
I
a
still
girl.
remember forcing names. I didn't play the game, but I get now.
Wait, hold on. I'll see if I can.
The fact is, like, I didn't play through the entire Dragon Age 1. Like, I didn't find that it played very well on the on the Xbox. I don't know how it played on the PS3. Apparently, it was a little bit better on the
Yeah, it was supposed to be better
better
on the
for
PS3.
the PS3 than the Xbox, but the
Because
PC
it
is something that
definitely fixed
I'd actually like to buy it for the PC and play it through. But I played it enough to realize that Dragon Age 2. I played Dragon Age 2 more, which is annoying because I realized that Dragon Age had so much more sort of freedom, and Dragon Age 2 had you were just in the same place for the entire thing, and like apparently with the DLC that came out, you actually went to more places in the DLC than the actual game. I don't know if that's an exaggeration, but like that's just a sort of gist of how sort of linear the game was and just how boring it was. But
Yeah, it wasn't a sequel that should have been released. Should have
talking
been
about
more DLC.
talking about poor games, Homefront.
Oh, God.
I never
I
played
didn't-
it.
Talking about
Apparently
linear
there's points
games.
in that game
Neither did
where
I.
you can't actually walk in front of the NPC that's like with you. If that's not bad game design, then I don't know what it is.
I'll
Hey,
tell you
no,
what,
no,
that's
you-
not far from COD
That
though.
happened in Half-Life 2.
I mean, Call of Duty 4, that happens plenty of times. Any Call of Duty, like
I
maybe
think
not
it's
as bad as
just a badly
Homefront.
polished
Homefront,
game.
and the thing is, Homefront is only 5 hours long. It's like
Yeah.
estimating, as long as you're not like,
Retarded.
Retarded.
but the multiplayer, I played the multiplayer, quite a few times around different people's, places. Like it was fun. It just.
It was
I don't know,
just
like,
a-
it was
a
too-
twist on COD, but like just not the right twist.
Yeah, I'm just sick of first-person shooters trying to,
Be
catch
called.
up from.
Beat
Yeah, they're
COD.
just trying to be COD, and they fail at it, because they actually what they have to do to be like COD is like they can't make it too obvious. They can't obviously make COD again, but because COD is the simplest of the simple, they have to sort of
They have
put an
to
edge
add
on it.
something.
They have to add stuff, and adding stuff
Makes it
is
not
difficult
simple.
because adding stuff
Yeah.
to a Call of Duty type game makes it just it doesn't like. But then Battlefield, the reason why Battlefield is also good is because it's a completely different style. Like
Yeah,
it's not like Call of Duty with added stuff, which is
Oh, we're
it's
not
a
up to Battlefield yet.
it's a completely different section. Tossfin 4, fuck tennis games. Tossfin 3, Tossfin 3, that was a pretty good game. I actually got so
I
many
played the
achievements
first
on that.
Spin on my cousin's Xbox originally.
Tossfin 3 was actually really fun. Like I did play
Yeah, I
through
remember
that.
playing
That was,
Top Spin 3 with you, Dan.
yeah, it's a good game, but like really, you only need one sport game. If you're into tennis, I used to play tennis, but like you only need one. You don't need to buy the next one. It's like Call of Duty. You only need one, but Shogun 2,
Shogun
strategy
was
games.
my favorite.
Shogun 2, I got it on my computer. It
You-
was so laggy.
You did?
I raged.
Was it a legal copy?
It was completely legal.
So you paid for it and everything.
I definitely paid for
So
it.
you paid with it with your own money. That's good. That's always good. That's probably
That's
why it
always
was
good.
lagging.
I hate people who don't buy their game.
Yeah.
So let's not start this.
As a buffer.
Although we do have someone that we play with a lot that did play this game, and he still does play this game a lot. He loves Total War games, and he did say it was brilliant. So
Yeah, it was
We'll
like
take
it's
his word
don't
for it.
take my
Is it
opinion.
just
I'm
like
just
an
I was
RTS?
just bad at it.
it's an RTS. Total War games are real-time strategy, army.
But they're like
Based sort of thing.
extremely hardcore strategy.
Yeah, I mean,
Really?
the strategy.
The thing I didn't like about Shogun was that you had to adapt to like Japanese fighting styles, and that just wasn't natural to me. So I just didn't. I wasn't very good at it.
So you're not multicultural.
You had
You're
to
not
use
playing it on the
Japanese
Wii.
fighting
How would
tactics,
you-
and no, but like you had to move your troops in the way Japanese would, and that's not how I would in like previous Total War games.
Okay.
So I sucked at it and just got owned and rage quit and delete it off my computer because it's taking up like 12 gigs.
There's a game that I actually pre-ordered last year, Crisis 2. I pre-ordered it because
No, Brotherhood.
Brotherhood that didn't come out this
That
year.
came out
That
in
was a
2010.
PC
That's
port.
just the PC port.
Okay.
Crisis 2. Everyone was pumped for it because the first one obviously was like it pushed your PC, like only
It was
maxed
just a
out
benchmarker,
PCs.
really. Like,
Yeah.
people would just
It
go
still
and buy
does
it just to
push
see
people's
how well it
PCs.
could run.
But they made a new engine, and so everyone was really pumped for this game. And
They made
To
the
be
engine
honest-
too good.
to be
It
honest,
didn't push your PC enough.
there's actually nothing wrong with it that I can think of.
No, I disagree. I played it on the 360 and I did the first mission and the next one, and you get like how you sort of start like unlocking like your powers, and you can either do
Yeah.
like the camo power, or you can do like the tank one, you move slowly and all this stuff, and it just like it just didn't keep me interested. It didn't do it for me.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
I
I had the
can-
same
I-
experience.
yeah.
I had it on PC and I played it for a fair bit. I think I got about halfway through, but I just sort of lost interest. Like one day I just saved and went off it, and I just never went back to it.
I think
Yeah,
what I
it's-
mean by the fact that there's nothing wrong with it is it's like graphics wise, sort of mechanics wise, there's actually really nothing wrong with it. Like it sort of it still had that Crisis feel, and it was really like a sequel, but it had the story and everything, but it failed, like you said, to keep you interested with like the level design and stuff. I think level design, maybe that might have been it. Like I said with Dead Space 2, like I'm not saying Dead Space 2 is actually bad, because that game, I don't know why I haven't finished it yet. I just forgot about it. But Crisis 2, I literally just lost interest and haven't finished it.
I think it was because they focused on making it like realistic to New York and not interesting
Realistic.
to the player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like walking through the streets
Didn't
of
it
New
have
York
a multiplayer
isn't that
aspect as well?
interesting.
Yeah, it had multiplayer, and like again, like it was good. Like it had.
I
it
think
had
I actually
certain-
played that over yours, and
Yeah,
it's-
you probably did.
it was bad.
I mean, it was good. It was good fun, but it just didn't keep you interested. There wasn't enough there. But I know a lot of people did spend most of their time on multiplayer because it was sort of like a new sort of area for Crisis. So, yeah. But the graphics, like, they were toned down so it could fit on the Xbox and the
They were still
PS3.
extremely good.
They were good, yeah. But they
The
didn't push
textures
PCs
were quality.
as much as
on the PC
the
at
first
least.
one did. Yeah.
Could have gone further, definitely.
What have you been playing recently, Callum? Sims?
Recently, like within the last couple of weeks, or I've just built my computer, and I bought Skyrim, and what else did I do? So I've been playing that. I think I've clocked about 35 hours on it so far. I actually did borrow Crisis off a mate, however, I couldn't get it to work, and yeah, I've just nothing really. I haven't bought
You've been
many
playing The
games or
Sims?
anything. Oh yeah, that's right. And yeah, Sims 3. Managed to pick that up pretty cheap online. And but yeah, Sims is just like when I played other Sims games like Sims 2 and stuff. Like I just maybe it's just because it was like a childhood thing, and I was just so in love with it, and just like staying up at ages, like perfecting every single little thing. But just with Sims 3, like when you had just have Skyrim sitting there on your desktop, and you have Sims 3 just blow it, you're just
Yeah.
like, nah.
So what would you think of Sims Medieval, like with like the Sims just sort of gameplay in mind? Like how would
I
that
haven't played
work in a
that.
medieval?
To be honest, I can't really imagine. I haven't seen any. I haven't even looked at the cover of it. I haven't seen any gameplay. I haven't
I've
seen.
heard good things of Sims Medieval.
I
Have you
saw.
like? Cause I'm just trying to think. Like at least with like regular Sims games, how like you start a family and then you
It's
build your
like
house and you
the
build the walls.
medieval sort of like it's an RPG aspect. Like you
Yeah.
go and do quests, but then you
So you
come
don't
back to
actually
your
build your
castle
own-
and then you customize your castle and have your family. But then you go
So
out and
you-
do quests.
So
and
do you
then come
proper build your
home to that
castle
stuff.
and pick it up?
I believe so.
That's actually. Oh, that. It wouldn't.
It was supposed to be. It's a very like different experience.
Oh, okay.
The just letting you guys know that the thing about Australia, you may be from the US, you may be from the UK, you may be from Australia, you may be from different places in Europe, but in Australia we get a lot of things banned because we don't have a classification for 18 years and over. So
They also
We don't get a
ban-
lot banned, but we
they
get
ban
good stuff
certain-
banned.
we get a lot more banned than other countries do for
Us and
different
Germany
reasons.
get the most
It's
banned.
not just games though. Like they
Probably.
ban other stuff. Like they banned riding emus to school because they just go too fast.
Oh,
Now we
yeah.
all have to ride kangaroos, and we're just like,
Yeah, I mean, they actually completely banned kangaroos, like before our time. So
Emus.
we never actually kangaroos, because like we haven't even
that's-
tried that yet, because that got banned before we were even born. So,
oh, that's
Yeah.
right.
but emus,
it's
we
just
got the chance to do
riding
that when we were younger. That was pretty cool.
cars and buses and all sorts of
Yeah,
weird
fuck
stuff.
cars, seriously. We have to do that now.
Emu's the way to go.
Yeah, definitely. What was I saying? Yes, we have a classification for, I think it was like, well, it's like the little kid one, the PG one, the M one was like recommended if you're like under
He is a
15 or
necessary
whatever.
little kid Pokemon.
The difference between M
And
and,
it-
MA
Is that it's recommended and then one's restricted. So like you can't actually buy if you're under 15 or something.
Yeah, you need a parent
And
or a fake ID.
but then
That's it.
like yeah, that's it. There's no one for 18. So for what they do, they don't actually. There's lots of discussions about it. Like we're constantly thinking like, oh, like it might be passed that there might be an R rating in Australia where we'll be able to have games that are 18 plus. So a lot of games that come in like Left 4 Dead 2, when that came in, there was a big beef about how you weren't killing zombies, you were killing infected humans. So that doesn't apparently that wasn't suitable for people that were 15 years.
I
So
just
it had to
find
be an
it-
18-year game.
I just find it amazing how they ban, or sorry, they censor games like Left 4 Dead 2 yet because, and I think someone was telling me about this because it's mostly because of the like the melee weapons and stuff that's like bludgeoning zombies to death, and yet they let in Dead Island.
Dead Island, yeah.
Games
That's
like
because
But
Dead
that is an
Island was
Australian
made
game.
In Australia, yeah.
Really?
Which is
That's the-
ridiculous
that's the
because
only reason.
it means I don't know. I just don't really think that they don't
It
really
doesn't
know
make
what they're
any
doing
sense.
half the time because like there's a lot of games that are much more violent than Left 4 Dead 2, and that game only came out 2009. I mean, it's not like what they did do. They did release it again. What I don't understand is they're making the decision for all of us. They're not. They're choosing not to release it
Yeah,
because
should
because
leave
they
the
don't have a
decision
rating
down to
for
us.
18 because think about all the people that can actually play it like all these all of us that can actually play the game if it's an R rating, but then because the Australian government don't want to make an R rating, they can't play the game when other people their age in America can, which doesn't make any sense really. So it's a bit stupid.
Yeah,
They did release Left 4 Dead 2, but a censored version, which I have, which
Oh
is terrible.
God, it's bad.
No
It's
dead bodies
really
and no blood.
They
It's just
disappear
bad.
straight away. It's
You shoot
terrible.
someone and they disappear within 3 seconds.
Yeah, but the reason why I went on that topic is because the next game I was going to mention was Mortal Kombat, which none of us have had the experience to play the new Mortal Kombat that came out in April because it was banned in Australia, and there was no censor. It's up to the company to then censor the game and then release it. Like,
Just think
appeal.
how bad Mortal Kombat would be if it was censored. It'd be like you go in for the finishing blow.
It wouldn't work.
And
That's
a huge-
and I
a
like.
huge- whatever. Sorry, fatality. I haven't actually played Mortal Kombat because it's banned. And just this huge
Yeah,
black
it's
box
a-
comes up that just says censored.
And
Lol, no.
I like the way that the company really didn't. They chose not to because that shows that they weren't in it for the money. Because they could have easily censored it, chucked it out in Australia, sold a few million copies or whatever in each
Yeah, I
state.
am
Like,
glad they
Just
didn't.
another thing is, like,
censor
even
it.
if they weren't in it for money, like, the cost of censoring it probably wouldn't be the same as the cost to, like,
There's no
wouldn't
one
amount
be
of
the same
people-
money that they would get, because there's not a huge demographic in Australia for video games.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
th-
compared
they,
to other
they
countries.
wouldn't get much money from censoring it. It'd just be like-
But the thing, I think with Left 4 Dead 2 it is Valve. It is
It's Valve are awesome.
yeah.
Love Valve.
Yeah, so, but though Mortal Kombat was actually probably the first fighting game I've actually looked at, and I've actually thought, you know what, I actually might like to give that a go, because I've never
Yeah.
played a fighting game before, except Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
I played a little
and-
bit of the other Mortal Kombat, a tiny bit.
Yeah, I've never played it, and I just thought it looked really good. It was just such a shame that it was actually banned here. And, but, you know what wasn't banned? Portal 2.
oh my
This
god, the
was a
game's looking
triumph. Making a note here, huge success.
It
Part
was a
2.
huge success.
It was a
That's,
huge
that's the
success.
first game.
My
song.
satisfaction.
It was amazing.
It doesn't matter, James. We're on the topic of it.
We, I don't know about James and Callum, but Fraser and I, we pre-ordered the game. We got it for $45, and
I
we,
finished it exactly like 24 hours after it was released.
yeah, we finished it pretty. But the thing is, I like the way that we finished it so quickly, because if we got stuck, there was no sort of tempting tutorials online or anything, because it was the very first day it came
Yeah.
out. So it was
Yeah.
like,
It was actually pretty funny. I was doing like some work experience in the city, and on my very last day, I don't know if you guys know this, but on my very last day, the guy let me go like 3 hours early, but I didn't really want to go home because I didn't want mum to took half a day off. So I had 3 hours to spare. So I went into a gaming cafe. I don't know how much after this was released. And I went into a gaming cafe and I stayed there for like the next 4 hours just playing crap out of Portal 2, just trying to
really?
finish as much. Yeah, just trying to finish as much of the story as I could.
Did you actually finish it in the end?
No, I didn't. I got pretty far.
But
Did-
takes
I don't
some
want to
of
ask
it
you where
now.
you got up to because it might be spoilers.
Yeah, but the
I
co-op
haven't
the
played it,
co-op
played
in the
it.
game is amazing as well. I mean, like
They gave out free DLC pretty recently.
yeah, which is the co-op DLC, and
Yeah.
we just finished that on the computer. I still need to finish that with you, James. But it is it's good because they brought it out for free, and the co-op in especially like a Portal game, which is like it's pretty difficult to make because you've got to be slightly
Yeah, it's a
with
very
it
complicated-
to actually beat the game, let alone make it. So
Yeah.
you've got to like really think about the player and like what the player's going to think about, because some of the stuff in Portal 2 you think like, Jesus,
that-
how on
that
earth did
DLC
anyone else get that?
That DLC, you know that the people that made that are insane.
They're just a bunch
They're
of
Just so
very
smart.
smart people
It's
sitting in
scary.
a room, just like, okay, guys, we get these light beams, right? Laser beams. Which,
Right, so we got several different strategies here, so we can put a portal there, and a
Yeah.
portal over there.
no, mate, it's not going to work, mate. We have to do all this.
There will be a lot of testing, a lot of effort in that, and I really like the way they brought it out for free, because we've had a lot of discussions about DLC recently, about
DLC?
how the DLC was
Yeah.
free, yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah, it's good, because DLC, especially with games like Assassin's Creed, which they did in Assassin's Creed 2 and Assassin's Creed Brotherhood and Revelations, is they brought DLC out less than a month afterwards. They announced it literally 2 weeks after the game was released, and like that's just not on. Like, you put it in the game. If it's a continuation of the
free-
story, then
Yeah, hang on. If it's
If
free,
it's free, it's okay.
that's
Yeah.
cool. But if it's not, then like, why didn't you just put it in the game to begin with? Like,
yeah, it's
just making
purely for making money, which isn't what game making's about.
Yeah. Game makers should not be leaving something out of a game so they can put it back in the game later to make more money from it. That's just wrong.
Call of Duty.
We'll spend
Like
5 minutes
the-
making map packs and we'll earn $1 million.
Oh,
Okay.
guys, we have to get 3 more maps. No, dude, just screw it. Let's just get the old maps. Come on.
Shh. Okay. Let's think about it. Okay, let's think about this. Alright, I'm gonna say one word, and then what automatically springs to mind? Brink.
Shit.
Brink.
Brink.
I
haven't
don't
played
know.
it.
Haven't played it. Haven't
Alright,
played
okay.
it.
But what have you heard of it?
Well, that worked. I've heard it's crap.
Exactly. No, what I'm trying to get is that people do. I've noticed people have been saying, like, ever since it came out, that it was terrible no one had played it, and except one person we know who doesn't do
I
anything
played
but
it.
play video games. You've played it?
Yeah, he's playing Star Wars: The Old Republic right now.
He's actually playing Star Wars Republic right now. He hasn't spoken to anyone in
Since it came out.
yeah. And,
As soon as it came out, I was talking on Facebook, like, just before it came out, I was like, oh my god, 3 hours. As soon as it came out, stop talking to me. I haven't talked to him since.
that's what he does. But anyway, he got it when it first came out, and he played it. He loved it. I only just got it recently, and I really like it. So I'm not too sure what everyone's problem is.
6.8
To be
out
honest.
of 10, though.
It like
On,
reviewers
Ada.
said it wasn't great, but they also said it wasn't good.
And the user score is only 6.8.
I think it's okay if you know, Dan, you paid what, like $5 for it
Yeah.
on sale.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
like for the people that paid like $90 to $100,
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it is not worth.
it
that
doesn't
much.
have a campaign. The campaign is just the multiplayer with bots. That's just fucking stupid.
Yeah.
And then the multiplayer with real people is just not that good anyway. And the bots are retarded that don't know how to shoot straight.
But does it have a nice knee screen?
But the guns just don't feel.
It-
When you shoot the
I
gun,
think
it
the
doesn't feel like you're shooting a gun.
The feel
I'm just-
that they were trying to get with the game, with the parkour and all that, didn't. It sort of felt a bit jaggy. Didn't really
Yeah,
feel
it wasn't.
smooth.
I'm
It was
just
made by
on the,
Bethesda as well. So
I'm just on the EV Games website at the moment, and they're saying it was $110 I was selling it for, and they must have got the hint because for Christmas they've actually taken it down to, from $110 to $37. That's
Well,
quite,
yeah.
quite a price drop. You know?
and for EB games.
Or
that's,
alternatively, I could get it on PC off Steam for $5. Well, it's not $5 anymore, but it's like.
But I
Yeah,
got it
no,
when it was
that's okay.
$5.
I think that EB Games have even realized, okay,
Yeah, and
I'm
that's
feeling-
saying something. Yeah, because EB games don't know when to lower their prices.
I love EB Games. I buy all my games.
Oh Jesus, May. That's when Terraria
Terraria.
came out. Wow.
Really?
I just say something. Terraria,
No.
you made me fail physics. I love you.
I haven't played much at all. Everyone's just saying, "Oh, it's a bit like Minecraft," and like, except it's 2D. And I'm just like, "Well, Minecraft is about exploring and like turning up your render distance and looking out into the distance. And I can't do that on a 2D version. Why?
Well,
You can. You just got to get a really big screen.
I felt with Terraria it
Yeah,
was.
like-
Get 3 42-inch monitors and just like have them like side by side.
It does actually work.
You could just go outside.
I think the like Minecraft sort of like
Outside
focused
is
on
2D.
Yeah.
adventure and exploring and stuff, as well as a lot more building mods and stuff. Minecraft's definitely a bigger game, but Terraria more focused on literally just the adventure and exploring, not building, not like it's more collecting and like exploring.
But the cool
world.
thing with Minecraft is that like you go out and you get lost. And you're like, "Oh, balls!" And so you make like a noob tower and stand on top of it to try and see where your thing was. You get lost, but
Yeah.
with Terraria, you get lost. You just head left.
It's a different type of game, which I appreciate. I haven't really played too many. I've played
I
about a couple
love
of hours.
Terraria. Like I played it literally for 9 hours straight with a friend
I don't see the appeal.
until I had every single item in the game.
There you go.
Then, 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago and 2 weeks and 2 days ago, the update came out which added like another 300 items to the game. And I'm just
Oh, God.
looking for someone to play it with me because it's not as fun on your own. It's not that good. But the multiplayer is extremely fun.
Yeah.
And
How
it's
much
the
is it?
boss fights, and I think it's $20, maybe 10. No, $10
Is
on
it,
Steam.
is that for the account or? Oh, you're on Steam. Okay. Oh well, I suppose an account on Minecraft, $20 Australian dollars roughly.
Yeah,
I think about
it is a really fun game. It at first glance it seems like 2D Minecraft, but once you start exploring, it is a lot more. It like
Nice.
after the first like hour, you don't think of Minecraft anymore. You just think it's just a completely different game in its own right, and it does it well.